Hey guys, welcome back to our video series. In the last video we completed our application with a profile view of a particular student, and we discussed the need for security in these pages. Now in this video we'll be seeing what are the security flaws and how they can be exploited if you have not done your codes properly. So we are assuming that we have not done our codes properly, and we'll try and attack this page using SQL injection technique. So for SQL injection technique, you should remember that first of all, this SQL injection technique is done on the URLs, and what you do is you try and attach your own SQL and inject it through URL into your page, into somebody's page, right? So what we'll try and do over here is we'll also try and to exploit this URL. Normally the best page to exploit for a PHP or any application where you get something like this, where you can directly see that there is some data being passed into the query, right? So to check this, what we'll do, first of all, we will try and see what happens when we change this variable. That means this is completely manipulated on the basis of the ID that has been passed through this URL. So further we'll first of all check whether we can get something out of here, and now we can see as I try and injected some other parameter, it gives me a SQL syntax error, saying that check the manual corresponds to MariaDB server. That means there is some light of hope for me in this page. Okay, so first of all, you need to get the number of columns that are being called over here. So to find the number of columns that are being called using this query, what you can do is you can use a order by clause, and you can write order by with some random, as you do not know the name of the column. So what you need to do is you can directly type in the number that you expect of the column, both integer and the name of the column both. So right now we'll be dealing with the integers because obviously we do not know the name of the columns as far as if I'm working as an attacker on this page. So I'll use a number randomly as 30, and it says unknown column 30 in order clause, so that means the number of columns are not 30. I'll use 25. The number of columns are not 25. Okay, let me try with 20. It gives me an output with 20, so I need to find out the final threshold. So let me increase it by 2. 22 works. 23 do not works. That means the number of columns over here are 22. As soon as I get the number of columns as 22, I can directly fire a union select query, and I'll say select 1 2 3 4 5 6. Why I'm writing the numbers is because when you are selecting, it has to be, whatever you are selecting has to be equal to the number of columns of the previous query, upper query, when we are using union. So that is why we have to go up till 22 in our case. 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 and 22. So we get the output properly. Does not, right now you cannot see anything, but let's change something, and I'll use @version now. And we have not got any output yet. So what must have happened? Okay, you have to negate this one. Now if you see, we have got the version of the MariaDB of the database that this particular user is using. So this is how actually we can target our database. So in the next league, what you need to do, understand first of all, is where you can get the information about this database. So for firing a query and getting the database, you need, if you want to write select something from something with some where conditions if you want. So for that purpose, you need to understand some basics over here, and those you can find out in information underscore schema. So if we are talking about information underscore schema, So information schema is a big table, that it's a big database that stores information about all the tables, all the columns, all the reference keys, everything of your database server. And in here, if you get into this tables table, it's opening. So if you just see the database table over here, it stores something like table schema, table name, table type, engine, version, table rows, and everything. Now in this table schema, if I want to know what are the various databases available for, what are the various other tables available for every table schema, you can find it over here. Let's say for our database, just increase it. Still I need more. So R is student something. Student information management. It's not showing it. Let's get this out from the SQL. So I want where tables. Select star from tables where table underscore schema is equal to student underscore information underscore management. Spelling correctly, right? So you get this output as these tables. Now when attacker wants, he also wants these tables. Now for that purpose, what he will do is he will remove this @version, right, and he'll try and write something like group concatenate. Let me make the query over there so that it's easy for me to type in there. Select group underscore concatenate table name. Now obviously I won't be knowing the database name, so I'll be using the database function. It will get the current database for me, and I do not need select over there. So anyways, now it should give me the table names of this particular user. Let's see. It says tables do not exist in information schema. Okay, it has accidentally given me this name also, but anyways, we will not be doing this. We will be we will be using information underscore schema dot. So we'll be getting the tables from this tables from information underscore schema. And now okay, it has left into the design, but I'll show you. Let me show you. All the table names are available here. So if you see, the output that we have got is admin, master underscore cities, master states, master streams, master student info. These are all the tables that are used for your particular page that you are attacking. The database that is relied upon is using all these tables. So obviously my point of interest can be any, maybe this one or maybe this one. Also I will be needing the column names. So to get the column names, if you get back over here, there is a table in the information schema. columns. This table is having the column names, so the field name here is column underscore name, and this is same for every database, every MySQL or MariaDB database. So you can rely upon the names that we are writing upon here. So instead of getting table names, I need now column name. I think I've written the name correctly, column name, and instead of tables we'll be writing columns. Okay, so we have got our columns. Now if you see, we are having all the columns of all the tables, and something excites me is username and passwords, and I can do a little permutation for run each and every, try and get data of each and every column and dump the tables into my system, right? So let's see that can I get the username password for this user or whatever we are having. So now I know the table name is admin, and I know the column names are username, password. So let's see. Okay, so what we need to do, we can remove this query anymore, we don't want that. We have done with our case. Now we'll fire a normal simple query. Select what were the names that we got. We got username, and we got, let's concatenate it so that and we can have password from admin. Gives me a syntax error, says select concat username comma password is not working. Maybe because of this. What happened? Maybe because of this. Let's just remove this. Same problem occurs again. So select should have given the output properly. Okay, must be this select, because we have already used a select. It should not have been here anyways. My comma is gone. Let's get back with this one. Okay, I've got something now. So now if you see, I have got, okay, see, my username is here and my past with God's grace it is hash, so anyways it is safe. But I use any table from this particular database can now be dumped and can be declared as hacked. So this is how normally SQL injections are done. This is one very basic attack, basic steps to attack a page and dump the data, and normally being done by the tools like as I said, SQL Ninja, SQL Map, Havage, and there are a lot of this. So I hope you get the point how and where is this problem. This problem occurred because of the reason this query has not parsed this ID yet. So in the next video we'll be seeing how we can patch this thing and what are the steps that has to be taken to avoid these SQL injection, and then we'll try again this injection with the same steps to see whether we will still be successful to inject all these things or not. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let's meet up in the next video.